of drug addicts in jail, homos. The good ones know they this shit, so they got 10 women at a time, leaving babies all over the place.
And I still believe there's good black men out there.
Where? And the options? What are the options? You know what the options are? Be gay.
Well, the fact remains is that we are losing our men. That's the bottom line.
I've never seen a black woman ask a contingent of black men who decided to marry outside of their race why. It's always surface level, like, oh man, you hate black women or you hate your mother.
Why are black women so angry? Was your mother angry?
Was your mother angry? Was your mother angry?
You never ask the question why. Like, why are black men dating and marrying outside of their race? It's always surface level, like, oh man, you hate black women or you hate your mother. No, I've never seen a black woman ask a contingent of black men who decided to marry outside of their race why, and then actually listen to what they're saying. And I think that's a discussion that needs to be had because, like I said, I'm an old guy. These conversations have been going on for years. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the movie Jungle Fever, produced by Spike Lee. They have a 5-minute monologue where they have a group of black women where they're talking about the same issues that we're talking about now.
It ain't no good black men out there.
Yes, there are no good.
Most of them are drug addicts in jail, homos. The good ones know they this shit, so they got 10 women at a time, leaving babies all over the place.
They are all dogs. I promise you, they're all dogs.
What?
The man is gone. He's fucking some white bitch, and I still believe there's good black men out there.
Where? And the options? What are the options? You know what the options are? Be gay. Or see somebody who likes you no matter what, Chinese, black, white, or whatever.
And that's when I was first indoctrinated with this whole narrative that, hey, there is no good black men out there. And I thought that was true for so many years until I got into these spaces and started doing the research on my own. So I wish that a group of black women could sit there and ask black men, well, can you tell us why you decided to marry outside of your race? And have an open mind and sit there and listen instead of getting offended. Because I'm telling you like this, for the majority of black men who marry outside of their race, their issue is not that they hate their black mother.
Why are black women so angry? Was your mother angry?
Was your mother angry? Was your mother angry?
For the most part, they don't even care about having any narrative. It's just like, hey, I fell in love. It is what it is. And you see this happen in the military all the time. Like, we travel to so many different countries. You really think that we're going to sit there and wait to find love when we get back to the States? Absolutely not. These dudes aren't even indoctrinated into that whole narrative of, yeah, you know, black women were doing this bad to me, so I had to date outside my race or marry outside my race. No, that only applies to a small contingent of black men. And even to take it a step further, black women who marry interracially, who marry white men, for the majority of black women, they don't even have that thought process of, yeah, black men were treating me wrong, so I decided to go to a white man. No, they just fell in love. It's that simple. It's no narrative behind it. It's no negative connotation about black men or black women. They just found love in another race, and they don't even see it like that. They just see a woman or a man that they love. And again, that's one of the things that TikTok is good for, is you get to see multiracial couples on there. And they're not considering themselves divestors. They're not considering themselves passport bros or SYSBM. They're just people who met somebody that they love and they decided to get married and create a family. It's that simple. So this whole narrative that there has to be some negative issue that they experience in the black community, it's false. Now, granted, I'm not negating the fact that there are some people that have some negative experiences, but if that's the way that you're going into looking for a mate by saying, hey, I'm going to judge a whole race of black men or a whole race of black women on these couple of experiences that I had with this particular race, I would say that's a wrong way to move if you're looking for a spouse. If you're going to just find love, then just find it and leave it at that. Because like I said, in these spaces, you can get caught up with this whole divestor movement and black women saying, hey, I need to go find a white man because black men have done me wrong. And I'm like, man, how many black men have you dated? I'm not going to argue with you. If you think that's a solution, to see what you can get out there. But I guarantee you, they're going to still want submission as well. And I covered that before. I was like, it seems like a lot of our black women swear that white men don't have the same standards or even higher standards than black men. Like I said, we're a little bit more forgiving on the weight, issue. We like our women a little bit thicker. That's safe to say, right? So going to a white man and assuming that he's going to be okay with being a stepfather and then dealing with a woman who may be obese, I mean, you could try. I won't sit there and tell you anything wrong, but you may have it may be some tough sledding. But
the fact remains is that we are losing our men. That's the bottom line.